everybody, this is Lisa Jean, and today our sort of skill and drill that I'm going to teach for our newsletter is going to be the chest circle. Woohoo! I know a lot of beginners really struggle with chest circles because in our normal life we're used to moving our hips. Our hips are like, yeah, we never do this kind of movement in our normal day-to-day life. So anything moving our chest can be really challenging when you're first getting started. So one thing to keep in mind is that I've been belly dancing for a really long time. So my muscles have gotten really stretchy. So I can make these look really big. When you first get started, because your torso isn't used to moving like this, your movements are probably going to be really tiny. And that's okay, as long as the movement's there. It doesn't matter how tiny it is. Practice it a little bit every day and it will slowly get bigger and bigger. My second big tip for you is to practice this move in front of a mirror. It'll really help so that way you can see exactly what you're doing. If you don't have a mirror, you don't really have any frame of reference to know if you're really doing the movement that you're supposed to be doing. So for a chest circle, our chest circles are made up of two movements. Our first move is a ribcage lift and drop. So when I do my ribcage lift, I start with my dance posture. So my feet are hip width apart, knees are bent, pelvis dropped, chest lifted, shoulders down. And to start with, I'm going to put my hands on my hips and my elbows are going to pop out to the side to make a frame. If I do it like this, it gets a little lazy. This makes a nice frame. It says, ooh, look right here. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take like the top part of my bra and I'm going to pretend somebody's lifting it up and then I'm going to put it right back to neutral. So I'm going to lift it and put it down. Lift it and put it down from the side, if you can see that. And bringing it up and down. So it's not forward and back, it's up and down. And I'm really using the muscles between my shoulder blades, if you can see that. Up and down, up and down. From the other side, just in case. Up and down. So this is a ribcage lift and drop. Some teachers will also teach a lift and a big drop. I don't like to teach going past neutral because I don't think this looks very pretty. It does make for a bigger range of motion, but this position I think is really awkward. It just doesn't look very nice. So I usually start right here and just bring it up and stop at neutral. So that's our first move. Our second move is a ribcage slide. When we do the ribcage slide, it's just like a hip slide, except we're gonna do it with our ribcage. So we still have our dance posture. Our feet are hip width apart, knees are bent, pelvis dropped, engaging these low abs, lifting that chest, shoulders are down. Let's keep the hands on the hips. If you're getting used to this and you've done this a little bit and you feel comfortable, it's always great to take the hands out to the side and try it here. But if you're just getting started, keeping your hands on your hips is a great way to help keep those shoulders still. So we're gonna pretend that our shoulders and our hips and our head are glued in cement. So here and here isn't going anywhere. The movement is happening right here. Somebody's gonna grab the side of my bra, hello kitty. Somebody's gonna grab the side of my bra and slide it to the side and then slide it to the other side. So what's happening, it's just going side to side. Now one thing that tends to happen is our shoulders get involved. Some people want to let that shoulder come up and up. It makes it look like the movement's a little bigger, but it's not an up and down movement. It's side to side. So you really want to think about maybe balancing something on your shoulders. And it's just going to slide. They do move a little bit because your shoulders are connected to your torso, but you don't want to let them go up and down. So this really works those nice oblique muscles here. And like I said, these are muscles that we never stretch this way on a normal daily basis. So when you get started, your ribcage slide might be really small. Notice my head stays right where it is. I'm not letting it go side to side with my ribcage. This is something else. I want to focus on just these ribs. This is the only part of me that's moving is right here. Okay. So then when you feel like you've got the up and drop and you've got the side to side, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to combine them. So we're going to make a circle. I like to think of putting a pencil right between the girls here. And I'm going to draw a circle. But since we don't do that ribcage drop, our circle's actually going to be flat. What's going to happen is I'm going to slide my chest to the side, my head, my hips stay right where they are. Then I'm going to bring it up to that up position. Then I'm going to bring it down and over to the side. Then I'm going to slide it straight across. So I have the side and the up and the side and across. So start with this. Hit your dots. Hit the top, hit the side, hit the side. When you feel like you have the dots, then you can smooth it out and make a circle. We want to be careful that we're not dropping down, because like I said, I don't think this is very attractive. So we're taking it straight across. Up, down and over, across. Up, down and over, across. Up to the center, down and over, and across. Okay, shake that. Because guess what? We have to do it the other way. Now, we've been doing it here. Keep doing it with your hands on your hips until you get used to it. If you're ready to take it up a notch, you can always try hands out to the side. Once you take those hands off your hips, it's really easy to start letting those shoulders work into it. Try not to. It's still the same motion where it's just our chest, but it's a lot harder with the hands off the hips. Another way to help practice, if you find that your shoulders are really getting into it, driving your car is a great way to do it. Sit in your car, hands on the steering wheel, and practice this. By holding onto that steering wheel, your shoulders can't move. Another great way is to stand inside of a doorway and press your hands on either side of the doorway and do your chest circle here. That's another great way to help kind of keep those shoulders still until you start to figure it out. So let's review it going the other way. I'm going to take my hands out to the side. If you're not ready for this, that's okay. Put the hands back on the hips. So check our dance posture. Feet hip width apart, bend in the knees, drop the pelvis, lift the chest. Either hands out or hands on the hips. Take your pick. So choose your own adventure story. So we're going to start by going to the left. So we're going to slide it over. My head stayed right where it was. I'm going to lift it up to the center. I'm going to bring it down to the side and straight across. So I've got side and up and side and across. One more broken. That's the side. There's the top. Down into the side and over. So now we're going to smooth it out. Up and to the side. Up, down, side, across. Side, up to the center, side, across. If I had that pencil, I'm coming up, straight across. Up and over, down, straight across. So I'm making an arch and this way. Arch and this way. It really, really works if you watch it from here. It's really working those upper back muscles because I'm using those upper back muscles to lift it up and slide it. Lift it up and slide it. So one more time. Let's do 2 to the right and 2 to the left. Hands here, hands here. Take a pick. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shake it out. Some great stretches to do after that if you're really feeling that in your upper back. Basic one, take your hands in front, back of the hands together, cross one in front, pull it forward. I'm really letting the center of my back pull back, pulling forward, letting that head round down. And always do the other side as well. Another one that you can do, make your hands like a goalpost, cross one in front of the other. You can keep the back of the hands here, or you can fold it up a little bit more. And then I'm going to think about pushing my elbows up and my shoulders down, and maybe drop that chin. I should make some space between those shoulder blades. And then gently shake it out. And keep practicing those chest circles. And hopefully I will see everyone in class here soon. All right, thanks everybody.